I mean, if you don't work, you don't eat. So you have to think like, what am I going to do? Who am I going to go to? Where am I going to go? How am I going to pay my bills? Because, you know, it really forces you to think. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I took a well-needed break and I'm back now here ready again for this YouTube journey. Today's video is going to be short but great. I want to tell you guys a little bit about how I became a financial advisor and just my journey with doing it overall. A lot of persons may believe that they want to be financial advisors, so this video is really for you, kind of understanding what it's like to be one and what you can expect. All right, so stay tuned for all of the juicy details in terms of becoming a financial advisor and how great it is to be one. So first things first, I want to kind of give you guys a breakdown of how I became a financial advisor and where I'm at right now. A few years ago, I was working at the bank and it was fun. It was a part-time job while I was in college and I was making good money for a college student. I was making good money for anybody. It was sales. I had a base salary and I had commission. So the more I made, the more I made, right? The more sales I did, then the more I would make every month, and it was great because I mean, if you tell me do this and I'll make this, then I'm gonna try to make this. I was making good money as a college student, and they were gonna discontinue the product. That would mean I'm out of a job, and I got so used to it, so used to the lifestyle. But as I said, I was in college. I wasn't really living on my own or anything like that just yet. They discontinued the product, and because of my work ethic, I had two job offers when I stopped working there. That's something to be mindful of. When you're working anywhere, do the job to the best of your ability because you really don't know who's watching you. One of the persons who recommended me for one of the jobs, they're somebody that I would just flex with at work in terms of always say hi, do my work, and yeah, always be very respectful around. And that person recommended me to be somebody's assistant. And then the other person was somebody who was actually my investment advisor, and she recommended me to be a financial advisor. So I had two job offers when I finished, or when the product was finished, and I was no longer employed. I had two job offers, and to be very honest, I didn't know what it was to be a financial advisor. I didn't know anything about it. I only knew that you work in finance. I pretty much didn't know much because, as I said, I was only working in the bank, so I knew like banking stuff, banking products, and I was really interested in becoming a teller. I didn't know what it would entail in terms of what it meant to be a financial advisor or what were the details of basically the career itself. I was hesitant at first, and I had a mentor, still have a mentor. I have a mentor who she worked at a different financial institution a few years ago, maybe 10 or so, and she said to me, the course that you do to become a financial advisor, it's a great course. It's a good skill to have because it can lead you into a lot of different careers. So I was like, okay, cool. I mean, I pay for the exam, but they're the ones that really facilitate you taking the course. So even though I was at the time at university, because by now I would have been in university, even though I was at university doing schoolwork, I was gonna get the opportunity to do a course, which one of my mentors says is a great course. So I mean, yeah, and then I just pay for the exam, which I thought, I mean, it's a win-win. So if this works out, yeah. If it doesn't, then I have another qualification under my belt. So who knows, right? So I took the course and I passed the exam. Now, remember, I said that somebody recommended me to be someone's assistant, a financial advisor's assistant, and then another person recommended me to be a financial advisor. I had two options. I could become a financial advisor, see what it's like, or I could be somebody's assistant and see what it's like first, and then maybe I could become one. I chose to be a financial advisor. It was a hard decision to make, I should say, because I don't know anything about this. I just passed the course and I was like, all right, cool. Let's see. So I chose to be a financial advisor, and then I went through some training and I started at my former company. And it was great. It was a lot to learn. Like I said, I did the course and the course taught me a lot. So I was very grateful for that. I did it throughout the rest of my university years. And then when I finished university, I thought I would have stopped, but I just kept going because the career, it's fulfilling. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities, and some I'm going to share here. I really got used to it, and I think that's what made me make the decision of not pursuing a career in my degree, but continuing this after my degree was finished. Because at the time I was just like, okay, this was my game plan was, I'm going to do this for 2 years until I finish my degree, and then afterwards I can go and do what I was doing my degree for, what I was getting my degree for. And when I finished my degree, I was so settled into the idea of being a financial advisor that I was like, should I, shouldn't I? And the job market, it's heavy. Having a job in Jamaica or looking like job hunting, it's a lot in Jamaica. So I was like, you know what? I have this skill. I know it. Let's just do this. And here I am. So I chose to go to a different company, and now I have the ability to sell more products because at the time, my previous company, I was limited to one parent company in terms of the products that I was able to offer as somebody's personal financial advisor. And now I can offer products in both local and US currencies. And yeah, it's more companies to work with. So I see it as more streams of income, and it's the same skill. So, I mean, it's almost like killing five birds with one stone because I'm able to earn in both Jamaican and US dollars while doing the same thing. It just depends on the client that I'm servicing. So, yeah, that's kind of my journey. Right now, people tell me I'm doing well. I hold myself to a very high standard. I will give myself a round of applause because it has been a journey, and there are definitely things that I'm doing differently now and ways that I have grown. And that's one of the reasons I've decided to share this video with you guys. I wanted to share this video with you guys because there might be somebody who wants to become a financial advisor, or they're kind of like seeing if it makes sense, but they're not really sure about it. Here's your sign. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you guys about how being a financial advisor has actually changed my life, how it has impacted me. So the first one is an elevated mindset. Now that I'm a financial advisor, I hold myself to a certain standard. I'm so exposed to different cultures. It makes me think highly of myself. I'm always wanting the best for me. And I think that's something that naturally comes with sales. You recognize that you can do a lot. Once you change your mindset, you realize that you can really change your life, and that has positively impacted me. That's something I'm really grateful for with this career because you are pushed, you are literally forced to think highly of yourself. You are forced to tell yourself that you can do it. You have to force yourself out of situations, out of thinking negatively, just because it is a fully commission based job. I mean, if you don't work, you don't eat. So you have to think like, what am I going to do? Who am I going to go to? Where am I going to go? How am I going to pay my bills? Because, it really forces you to think an elevated mindset. You don't think lowly of yourself. You really put yourself in a different spot. And if you are exposed to a sort of culture with financial advisors that think highly of themselves, you're automatically going to think highly of yourself being in an environment like that. Now, the second thing is I've learned how different systems work. Being a financial advisor, I've realized that there's so many things that happen behind the scenes. So, for example, I know how to file my taxes myself. Granted, this is something that I had to learn. I was forced to learn because I was operating as a contracted individual. So I had to learn to file my taxes on my own. I didn't have to, but I wanted to. And that's now a skill that I have. Naturally, if you're a self employed person and you don't have an accountant, you learn. You can just go to the e-filing section of TAJ and they teach you how to do it. I only know how to do this because I'm in this industry and I wanted to learn how to do it. And other systems like banks, how banks work in terms of getting an authorization for something to come out of your bank account every month, seeing which banks offer which things, processing fees, different things like that. I definitely have an understanding of those things now. And learning how those systems work has helped me personally with stuff that I want to do because I now know which financial institution to go to for what thing and what they'll charge or, stuff like that. The next thing is networking opportunities. I have met so many persons. It is unbelievable the amount of people I know right now. I made connections with different persons. I do so many things separate and apart from just finance. I connect clients with clients, businesses with businesses, consumers with producers. It's just all over the place. And if somebody asks me for something, chances are I can get it to them because of the amount of people that I am connected to through this industry. Every day I get up and I meet more people in more industries doing different things, and it's just an experience that you want to have. It's so enlightening learning what people do on a day to day basis and going to different organizations and seeing what they actually do and how they contribute to not only nation building but just their families. The next one is investing in myself. That's definitely something that has changed. I've started reading more books. Even being in sales, it really helps you to be a people person. You have to learn how to sell yourself because people are literally buying you and buying the relationship that they'll have with you. When I think of being a financial advisor, especially in my 20s, it's sort of watching people live their lives from the sidelines and cheering them on. It's almost like you have a lawyer or an accountant. It's just somebody that's an integral part of helping you develop yourself, not only professionally, but economically, and in some cases, develop your family and your earning potential because these are people, professional people, or even having a realtor. These are professional people who help you set the stage for what you want or help you achieve your goals. So, yeah, when I think about it, it's like me being on the sidelines cheering somebody on, and that in and of itself is something that makes me feel fulfilled. So I just say that's another point too. The next one is travel to different places. I'm sure in different organizations this happens too, but specifically in this industry, it happens very often. It happens often. Yeah, so for example, we have a Caribbean Association for Financial Advisors, and every year it's a link up in a different country. Then you get to go to different countries, you get to experience different cultures, and that really depends on you and if you can go and if you even want to bring your family, because there are some people who bring their family every year, and you can just use it as an opportunity to treat yourself, to treat your family. The next one is changed my lifestyle. Being in this career, it really has changed me. Not only in how I think about myself, which naturally how you think about yourself is what becomes your reality, but my lifestyle has changed. This is not to say that I am now a rich chick who lives in cherry gardens and I drive a X7. No. What I mean is by holding myself to a higher standard and seeing myself in a different way, how I present myself, it's different. How I operate, it's different. And my style of living or lifestyle ultimately has changed. I take care of myself more, especially because I know what it means or what it looks like to not take care of yourself. This is mostly with health and wellness and just well being overall. It can be very difficult to always be on the grind. It can be very difficult. It can take a toll on your mind. This career has taught me the importance of taking some time to relax. It's taught me the importance of exercising and maintaining a healthy diet. I meet people every day, and some of these people, they're not even qualified for some of the products that are in the market because of the status of their health. I meet people who I try to write and they get rejected, and it puts me in an awareness of live your life in such a way that if you apply for something from a company, something that you really want, something that you deem as important for your family, you won't be rejected. And that's not something that you can determine, but at the same time, if you have control over your habits, your lifestyle, then completely balance yourself just enough. So if you are interested in seeking coverage for yourself or for your family, you won't be rejected for a plan because the truth is rejections happen. You just have people that are that risky, living on the edge. It has helped me in terms of a lifestyle change. For negatives, I would say I'm a workaholic. I know work all the time. And like I said before, it's taught me the importance of taking a break, resting. But that does mean work hard, rest hard. So when it's time for me to work, I really don't pay attention to a lot of things. I am out of the loop with every single news headline. I am not really aware with every single thing. And I think that happens to everybody when they get deep into their work. But specifically for me, I don't even want anybody to talk to me when I'm working. Because when I see a goal or I want to reach to a specific point and I go for it, I ignore all the noise so much so that you'll probably stop here from me. Exhibit A, YouTube. Yeah, it's something that comes with the territory. And I know somebody that told us one time in a meeting, he was like, this is a very jealous job. And it takes a lot of your time, so you have to know how to manage it properly. It does come with the balance as well, and that's something that you have to learn. Yeah, but essentially, that's really what it is. Being a financial advisor, it has its highs and lows, pros and cons, as with every career. It's definitely a great career to be in because of how much I've seen myself grown these past 3 years. I would recommend people try being financial advisors. They don't even have to know anything about finance. I didn't study finance in school. In fact, I studied arts and sciences in school. And now, like I said before, learning about it, it has totally increased my awareness about the financial sector, what to expect, appreciation for like the public sector, private sector, those types of employees and how the processes work. I'd 100% recommend you to try it, recommend anybody to try it because as I said before, it builds your sales skills and sales great skills to have. And also the same course that we do, it's a great course. And if it doesn't work for you, then that's just what it is. I know a lot of people who have tried and they just realize that it wasn't for them. Everything won't be for everybody. That's the beauty of life. We're dynamic, not static. We're not all the same. Definitely give it a try. If you're thinking about it, don't knock it until you try it. And because it's commission based, I would recommend that when you start, you have a steady stream of income because that's something that might take some time to turn out to come to fruition in terms of the approvals. that's something that you can look out for. Tips for persons who want to come into the industry. Like I said, if I were to give anybody a tip in terms of starting over or re entering the industry, I'd say don't be scared. Try. My manager said one time, you think you think the windshield wiper them shame when people say no? So why are you embarrassed when somebody says no to you? Move on. Okay, thank you. Next. And it's really what sales is like. And if you talk to any realtor, it's the same thing. It's like, all right, cool. Who's next on my list? And that's just what sales is. So don't be scared, don't be afraid, don't be embarrassed, because the truth is this is constantly how life is. Everything won't be for everybody, and every client won't be your client. So just keep trying. It's the game of probability with this industry. And the more you do it, is the more you realize that this is just how it is and this is how you get the job done. All right, guys, this was so fun. I thoroughly enjoyed telling you about this career. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You can put in the comments what you think about being a financial advisor if you try it. And if you need one, you can call me. Like, come on. Yeah. Thank you so much for continuously supporting me. Thank you for the likes and the subscriptions. Please share this video with everybody you know. I will be making more. I am committed to doing this for this year. So, yeah. All right, take care. This was fun. See you again sometime. Bye.